Yes, I'm on the roof today, and that's because we've had a lot of rain, and we recently found out that our roof is leaking. So in this video, I'm gonna be sitting up here and fixing the roof leak. So stay tuned. Samanan Chumalang Mulweni Abusheni Dimachironi, Salam Alaikum, Namaste, good day, Goeiedag, Alwe Massacres. My name is Winston, and welcome to my channel, Bushes Wat Boer. On this channel, we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money, and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm gonna seal my roof, because we have some roof leaks. Now, it is a public holiday today. We are voting for our municipal elections. I thought, let me just come here early. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do this before the sun bakes the roof and it becomes too hot. Let me do this and then head down to the election polls and then cast my vote. But I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do right here, right? So there are three ways to seal your roof. So point number one, so it all depends on your budget. Let me put it like this: it all depends on your budget. So the higher the price, the longer the higher the price, the longer the seal or the work will last. So the highest price, number one, is the torch on membrane. They call it the torch on membrane. It looks like a rubber mat. What they do is they paint your roof with a what you call it now, a kind of a primer, and then they put the mat on there, but they have to torch it like a blowtorch. They have to heat it up, it melts, and as it melts, they unroll it onto your mat, and then they just smoothen it out so it can stick to your roof. And what happens is, as the sun bakes it as well, it will just stick there, and then becomes like a rubberish material, kind of like. Now that is the most expensive one. Unfortunately, our hardwares do not have those. So the guys that actually do the work for you, they will come and charge you per meter. They will never sell you the product. They'll come and do it for you, and they'll charge you per square meter. Now that one is the best one to do, but it's very expensive. I couldn't find that, because I've been asking for prices just to see if it's gonna fit my budget, but I couldn't find it, and so I can't use that. All I could find is the guys actually doing it, and they don't sell the product. They want to do it for you. So that was number one. So option number two is a little bit cheaper, and that's what they call a rubber paint. So it works just like a roof paint, but the texture is like rubber. You know, when you look at a bucky at the back, the base, you'll normally find that maybe the bucky is white, but you'll find this white sheet, like almost rubberish paint on the bucky. That is called rubber. That's called rubber or rubber paint, rubberized paint, whatever, rubberized sealant. And it works the same as a paint. You just paint it on your roof, and what it does is it sticks like a rubber, of course, and it will seal your roof, and I mean the water will just flow down. People now normally use it nowadays. They use it now to seal their dams, to seal their ponds, or they seal their buckies or their roofs, or whatever the case may be. But it actually works well. It works wonders. Now that one is also a bit expensive. You're looking at 5 liters. From what I saw was 5 liters, like a 5-liter bucket. That's like 840 rand. And I mean a 5-liter bucket, I mean we got a lot of roof to paint, so I can't use 5 liter. The 20 liter though is 1,300 rand. That's what I saw, 1,300 rand. I saw it on special for 1,199 rand. It's like 1,200 rand. That's on special, 1,200 rand. So it is quite expensive. Right now my budget can't afford that at the moment, but I opted for number 3, and that is the normal membrane and water paint. And this is it. This is the membrane that I opted for. I had an extra roll that's been laying there for like years in my toolbox. So I've had that, and there's this one, and this is the water paint. And there are cons to it. This is cheap. The combo that you see here, you buy it like this. As you can see, it says free, so it comes with the waterproof, it comes with free membrane, and you pay like 130 rand, and this is a 5 liter. Like I said, the rubberized paint, this is a 5 liter. You'll pay 820 upwards for a 5 liter of rubber paint, and this will not cover everything. Now there are cons to that. It works, I'll show you how to use it, but as you can see, people already used it on this roof. This is exactly what I'm going to use right now. This, you can see exactly what happens here. Let me just take my scraper. Where did I leave my scraper? And then I will come back here and I'll show you exactly what the cons are. So it will lift, it will lift up, and this is what it does. So after a while, so you can see how hard it is. From that piece of cloth over there, if you paint it, it turns into this, but it sticks to your roof for it can last for a couple of years. But after a while, as the sun bakes it, it becomes brittle like this, and it becomes useless. And this is actually the area where the problem is, where it leaks through the roof. Now I'm going to show you how to use this, right? Like I said, this costs like 130 rand for that, and you can cover quite a big area with that. All you have to do after that is paint your roof, of course. So of course I have, you see that now, the reason why it's raining in, because you can see this is one part of the roof, and I'm standing here like level, and this is level. This roof has no slant, so the water will come from that side, come onto this roof, and it will go down that side, down there. And on this side, the same thing. What will come from this side, come down here, and come here and go down. So there's water coming from two sides going down, but this roof is almost level. There's no slant, and that's why I opted out for that one, because later, a couple of years later, we're gonna have to redo the roof and lift it so we can have a slant. So I mean, this comes from two sides, like that one there, this one coming there, that one's there, and then there's another one. You can see how level the roof is. That part there is actually where the front entrance is, the front door. We enter in there. That's our fireplace. So it's just, you can actually see the wall or the fireplace, but you can see how level the roof is. The roof will come, the water will come down there. Let me just go up. Water will come down here, and it will go down to this part here. It's like our entrance, like a corridor. It will go down there, and you can see there's no slant. It's the garage, and you can see the garage will go into the workshop, and then onto there's another storage there, and you can see that there is no slant. So this roof is kind of like level, so if the water sits, it does not move. And this is why the roof looks like this, all corroded. And now you wanna treat your roof, because you obviously have building insurance, and if something happens, and they come out to do an assessment, if they come and see my roof looking like this, they will not pay out. They will reject my claim if anything big happens, because they will tell me that I'm not maintaining my roof. So I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to paint the roof, so that I can also show the insurance that I am doing something. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scrape off all these old membranes here, and I'm gonna sweep it off, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So I also wanted to show you what happens if your roof doesn't have like that slant, you know. Everything just sits in the middle. So this tree over here, everything that falls down, all the wind, or rather all the leaves, the wind blows it, and it sits here in the corner. I just sweep these ones. All this dirt over here was like stuck in there, so I'm sweeping the roof off just to get all the dirt off. And that's the reason, or rather that's the reason why you should have a roof with a slant a little bit, so that debris like that does not sit on your roof, and that is what causes the roof to rot or rust. So we have to, like, if you have a roof like this, and you have roof problems, the best thing to do is, in the future, like what we're planning to do, is to raise the roof a little bit so it can have a nice slant. Okay, so I swept all the dirt. You can see that all the dirt is gone, and as you go along and working, you'll find a whole lot of different problems. Like if I walk on this, if I walk here, you'll see the nails lifting. You'll see this one here also. There's a couple of nails that's lifting, so you also wanna nail them, or like use a hammer and just hit them in. And then what you want to see is that, so there's three ways of where water can come in. It's where the nails come in, like that, like the nails come up like that, and there's also where the roof is being joined. So when you put a roofing, your what you call it, your roofing sheets will overlap each other, and you can see this one overlaps this one, so every fifth one, so that you can see here. So if this is this one here, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see they used membrane here also, because this is also where they where it overlaps. But now what the problem that these people did when they put the roof up is that, see how they overlapped it. This one overlaps this one, and it's supposed to be the other way around. That's why the water comes in. So this area over here, this is where the problem is over here, because this is where it leaks the most, and this is why the roof is overlapping the wrong way. It's supposed to overlap so the water can go from this one over to that one and down your roof, and off it goes. The one other problem that I also have is that there's pipes on the roof, and that's because it's the camera wiring runs through that. So if I lift it up, because of the rain, there's now water coming out of the pipes. So that area over there, I can't waterproof right now because it's wet. The whole area there, I'm gonna have to wait for the sun just to bake that and dry it up. But what I'm gonna do is, I wanna treat, I wanna first hit the nails in. You can see that nail coming up there. Hit the nails in, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do the first one. So to just to give you an idea of how level our roof is, I hit the nails in. I tried to walk around and hit all the nails in, and then the light fitting in the bathroom actually fell and broke. I'll take a picture when I go down. I didn't take my phone with me. So as you can see here, I took off all I took the membrane off. There's a few layers on there, so I'm not gonna take all the layers off, because I think now just what you call it, like add on, and just do because if I take more layers off, I'm afraid of what I'm gonna see. So let me just fix this one. So I cut a piece of membrane like that, and membrane like this, and this is basically what I want to do with it. So it's just to overlap each other like that, but I just cut the piece so it can look like this, and then I'm gonna have another one that runs down this way, so it can like cover all the nails. That's this side here. So what you want to do is, you want to take your waterproofing and just shake it up a little bit. I did shake it up a little bit, but it's like normal paint that you want to shake. I hope you can see it. Let me just come closer. I just shake it up a little bit, and then you open it up, obviously, and then apply it. That's about it. Alright, so what you want to do is, you want to put a layer at the bottom. Just put a nice thick layer. I hope I'm in the right position. Okay, you guys can see. Alright, that's all you have to do. Put a nice layer. And this is, I'm just showing you now how to apply it. Once you put your first layer, now you can take your membrane and stick it on there. And then you want to take your waterproof again, and now you're just going to paint it in, making sure you get it nice and moist, especially the edges, so it doesn't peel off. I always start with the edges first. And then I just make sure it is flush on the roof. Make sure it's flush on the roof so it can go in that bend. Okay, that's the first one. And I'm going to put the second one, and I'll make sure it overlaps. Remember, if it's nice and wet, your membrane kind of sticks and like shapes the way you want it to, and all you have to do is paint it on. That's all there is to it. Let me show you. Go closer. The sun is too bright from my side. I hope you guys can see, but that's basically how it looks like. This is like two pieces overlapping on each other, and it will dry up nicely and it will seal the roof. So I'm gonna continue, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the rest of it. So I showed you how to do the other one there. Now I'm just going to show you how to do this. So this is where the iron sheets overlap each other, and there's also some nails that I want to cover. So I'm going to show you here. You put one coat underneath. Let's just how you apply it, right? Put one coat underneath. And this will help the membrane stick. So this is the membrane, and I make sure I cover the nail. I make sure I fold it so it bends with the iron sheets, and it overlaps like that. And all you do is you paint it down. I'm still looking for somebody that can get me a nice beat that I can use for my own channel, because I saw that my videos using the Tupac beat, using that cowboy beat, they say that they can never be monetized. So I need to have my own sound. Otherwise, if it will be monetized, then they're gonna charge me copyright fee. And I believe that Tupac is no longer, but his music still goes on. So it's gonna be worth some money that I don't have, that I can't afford. So I need somebody to make my own beat, but this is how it looks like. So if you are done, you see this is the difference here, and this is when I put the membrane on. So I'm going to continue with everything and I'll show you afterwards. Okay, so I have used up all the membrane. I've used it there, up, it goes up until there, and everywhere where I could see that this area, this was the problem area. Let me just stand a bit away so I can give you like an overview. So this was the problem area over here, and you can see that I've covered everything. So I've used the rest of the membrane down here where the sheets overlap, and I definitely need more sheets because all I want to do is I want to seal all the places where the sheets overlap. So it will be that row down there, that row there, that row down there, and then I count 5, and I count 5, and I count 5. So I need like 3 more rolls to finish that. But as long as I've done the worst, because I think the water sits over here and then it drips down somewhere here, which I've done already. You can see if I go closer that I've done everything. It turns black when it goes dry. What I'm going to do right now is give it a second coat. Then I'm going to go off to the voting station to vote. Then I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks like when it's totally dry, because it is hot right now. It is about 23 minutes past 9. So I'm gonna just finish up and give it another second coat all over, go down to the voting station, come back, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's completely dry. I'm not gonna, obviously it's public holiday, places will be closed, so I'm gonna have to do the rest of the roof another time. So we just came back from voting, so let's go up and see how the roof is faring. So it's just hit like 10 past 1 right now, and you can see the area that I've tested, that I've treated on the roof, the whole area there, and then there was a joint over there going down until there, and then obviously that whole area over there going up until there somewhere. So I've treated the whole, only the small area, used the whole membrane and like 3/4 of the bottle, so of the 5 liter. So you can imagine if you were to use the rubber paint, it will cost you that much because you need a lot more. So all I'm going to do is I need to buy another one, another tin 5 liter with, I need 3 more membranes, rolls of membrane. I'm going to just treat all the lines up there and there, and then there's joints there. You can see they've treated it already, so I'm just going to fix that also. But the problem was here, so I've done it now. When the rain comes again, obviously my work will be tested to see if the problem really is here, or am I missing the plot somewhere. But I am going to treat the rest of the holes here where I can see the metal sheets overlap each other, and obviously where you can see the spots there, they already treated. That's where they hit the nails in the roof, so I also already sealed that. So I'm just going to come back and seal that properly, and then see if I've done a good job. So I showed you how to seal your roof the cheap and easier way. Obviously I cannot go for the more expensive options, because point number 1, budget, and point number 2, I'm gonna have to redo the roof. So it's pointless us spending all that money on rubberized paint or torch on membrane, where we anyways going to have to redo the roof and get it done properly. So if you like the video, give us a like, a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down, but also leave us a comment, question, suggestion, anything that you have, leave us a comment. And if you need somebody to look at this video or that needs to seal the roof, by all means share the video with him. And then if you think that you learned from us, click on this button right here, the one with our faces. That's our subscribe button, and I'm going to leave a random video for you to watch over here. But that's it for me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.